What is going on, guys? Welcome to your 24th Java game development tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to be building a bunch of easy methods adding to our Sprite class, and we might even finish it. So all of these you probably already know how to do, but let's just go ahead and it's just to get the properties of the Sprite. So we need a method to get the X position, so just put public float get X. It's not going to take any parameters, and just return the X that we created up here. Now we need to do that for Y to get the Y positioning of it, because you know, get Y positioning, get Y, and return Y. So bam, we just built two methods. So now with these two methods we can get the X and Y positioning that pretty much gives us the position on the screen where the Sprite is. So it would be useful to set Sprite X position as well. So let's go ahead and do that with public void set X, and for the parameter we're going to pass in where we want to put it. So just put float X and put this object's X, which is pretty much means this sprite's X position is equal to the X that we passed in. So now let's go ahead and set that Y position and put set sprite Y position, set Y float Y. This Y is equal to Y. Looks good? Good to go. So now we just need to do a couple more things, and one thing we need to do is get the sprites. And when I say sprite, I pretty much just mean image. It's just an image moving around your screen. That's what programmers call a sprite. So what we need to do is get the image's width and height, and you'll see why later on when we run into calculating when it bumps into the screen. You need to find its width and height. So let's go ahead and get sprite width. And how do we do this? We do public int get width, and in order to get the width of your sprite, remember, let's go ahead and make a return. Our sprite is pretty much an object in A, and remember, this is because, where do we put it in our constructor? We set the sprite equal to an object A. So whenever we tell A, it's pretty much the image. So A dot get image dot get height. Right there, it's a built-in method. And for your image observer and get height, just put null. Because we didn't learn about image observer, we don't need to know it for now. So when you got your sprite, you have to get the image for some reason, and then you get the height, and this gives you a return value of pixels of how tall your image is. So now let's just go ahead and copy this and get it for, excuse me, that was width, and therefore that would have been bad. So get width, get width. So now let's go ahead and do that for height. Height, get height, and get height, just like that. So let me make sure I didn't mess anything. Get width, get width, get width, get height, return image, get height. Alright, so now we have the sprite's width in pixels and height in pixels, and again, like I said, I'll show you guys later on with these two. But now we only have to be able to get and set 4 more things. So what did we work with already? We got and set the positioning, and we also got the height value. We don't need to set it because, I mean, whenever we create our image, that's already set for us. The only thing we need to do is make get and set methods for the velocity. So this is going to be real easy. Get horizontal velocity, close enough, spelled right. And what we need to do is public float get velocity of X, because remember, on your screen X goes left and right, so that's horizontal. So I could put get X velocity, and we don't need any parameters because we're just getting something, and return Vx. And what this means is return your velocity X, so how fast is going left or right. So now let's go ahead and copy that, And if I'm going to copy it, might as well spell it right, eh? So get horizontal velocity, get vertical. Oh, really? I hate that stupid insert button. Vertical velocity. It takes me longer to write my comments than it actually does my code. Get velocity of y, return velocity of y. So this gets your speed, how fast it's going left or right, and this gets your speed, how fast it's going up and down. So easy enough. And now, what if we want to change that? Well, set horizontal x. Actually, put horizontal velocity. That might get confusing. So now, if we want to change the speed of the x value, or excuse me, the x velocity, put public void set velocity. Good, gotta make sure I spell it right. Spit in x, input float vx. So now we're going to pass it in a value, which is going to be like 0.4 or something, and you're going to put this object's velocity x value is equal to the value that we passed it in, vx. So again, whenever you put this vx, it refers to this right here, and whenever you put vx, it refers to this up here. So that's what the this keyword does pretty much. So set horizontal velocity, which is the x, and set vertical velocity coming this fall. That's kind of cool things. And this would be the vy. This vy equals vy. Looks good. So now we do, look, we have get x to get its velocity left and right, get y to get its speed up and down, set its speed left and right, set its speed up and down, and the last thing we need to do is we need to build a method to get pretty much the sprite's image. And the sprite like is the image, but I just like my comments really descriptive. So you can put get sprite or image. There we go. That floats my boat a little better. So public image, since it's going to be returning an image, just name it like get image or something like that. And in order to do this, let's go ahead and put return whatever object we're working on, get image, right like that. And bam, before you know it, we are done with our sprite class. So now that I have time, let's go ahead and review this one more time. We had 5 variables, one for the animation, what picture did we want to use as it, the position and the speed of how fast we wanted to move around the screen. We gave it a picture to use. We changed the positioning of it using this little formula right here, and then we just made a bunch of get to get the positioning, set when we want to change the positioning. This is to get the width of the image or the sprite. This is to get the height of how tall the image is. This is to get the speeds, all that, and this is to set the speeds both left and right and up and down. And what this does is get the sprite's image. And didn't I already have that up there? Get height, get width, get position. Nope, I guess not. So with that, we are good to go. This is all the methods. That's all the information we need in our sprite class. So now we can use this information in our main method to actually make something move around. And it's only going to take one more tutorial, well, maybe 2. I might be in line, but it is going to be awesome. This is a way cooler animation than the last one. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next tutorial.